Bro, I'm out of sparkling water. I'm out of sparkling water. Ugh, I got this empty can here. Here's a question for you. Are you a can? Do you leave the can unvarnished or do you crush it? I've never been a crusher. I always leave the can unvarnished. I think maybe as a child I crushed a can and the aluminum cut my thumb a little bit and I said, let's not worry about that. I crush it so that more fits in the recycling. Okay. That does make sense. If you crush it, you don't get money back. I don't want to say I'm a hero, but I put my cans in the recycling, and from that point onwards, if an individual or someone with a truck wants to come and pick up the cans and then take them to the recycling depot themselves and get 10 cents a can, that's none of my business. I'm unwilling to take them to the recycling depot myself. If they want to take that role up for themselves, then more power to them. More power to them. They gone and done it again, y'all. I open up Super Auto Pets and there's a twit longer immediately. All free cosmetic items are viewable. Tweak the random roll entrance animation. Change Pied Tamarin. I don't even remember this guy. I think he summons a trumpet. No, old ability, spend 1 trumpet to deal 2 damage. New ability, spend 1 trumpet to deal 3 damage. Okay, but he is a 2-2 to a 1-2. Silk Moth goes 2-2 to 3-1 and has been nerfed a little bit. They nerfed the penguin! Kind of. I was loving the penguin. Hercules Beetle goes from 2-3 to 3-4. Lizard goes 1-3 to 1-4. Interesting. Sea Turtle goes from 1-5 to 2-5. Sea Turtle was played. That's a little buff on the sea turtle feels nice. Baboon has gone from a 2-3 to a 1-2. Flea has gone from a 1-1 to a 3-1. Flying Fish has been nerfed, which makes sense. Meerkat. Start of battle, give adjacent... Wait, hold on. Meerkat seems tricky here. New stats are a little bit of a wash. Old ability, spend 12 gold, 1 random friend gets 1-2. Can you guys even see this? Kind of. It's just above me right now. New ability, at start of battle, give adjacent friends +1 attack for every 3 gold spent this turn. So it no longer has any... it doesn't have permanent stat gain. It only has temporary stat gain. Osprey, slightly nerfed. Royal Flycatcher. I don't even remember what you did. You're like an anti-summon build unit? Enemy summoned, deal 3 damage to 1 random enemy. No longer gains health. Okay. Falcon has gone 4-4 to 5-5. Macaque is a 1 tier later, and instead of summoning a gorilla, it summons an orangutan. Okay, so that instead of getting a benefit in battle, it gets no benefit but is stronger. That's interesting. I mean, I would not call this a buff. It's showing up later is really bad for leveling it, but then the real thing about the macaque was that you would get a cheeky little gorilla that could come out with like a PETA on it or something like that, and then all of a sudden your level 2 macaque is putting out a 12-12 gorilla with a PETA that then gets a coconut, that then gets HP, that then gets a coconut. Anyway. Listen. I'm just looking at the animals that I actually take. Let's put it that way. There's nothing more sobering than having like an animal get nerfed that you already thought was bad. Because you're like, wow, not only was I not using an animal that was apparently overpowered, but I thought I didn't use it because I thought it was too bad. Turns out I should have been using it because it's so good. Spend 7 gold, give 3 random friends 1 attack, 1 health. So this it's a pretty substantial nerf, and I support this just because the Bird of Paradise has been annoying me this week specifically. Maybe I'll regret that later. Change lettuce, give 3 pets from the current shop tier or higher 1 attack and 1 health. Ooh. Lettuce has been tricky, so that I appreciate that. So that means if you get lettuce on tier 3, but you also get a tier 4 unit because you leveled up, your tier 4 unit can benefit from the lettuce for 4 rounds in the shop instead of having to simmer on it. I support that. Okay, start prediction. Sorry to start the video with some patch notes. I didn't know it was coming. How was your Peloton ride this morning? Oh, thank you for asking. It was extremely good. 45-minute Dennis Morton jam band ride that I've done like 70 times in the past, but it was the highest output I've ever had on it. 547 kilojoules in 45 minutes. 10-minute Matt Wilper's low impact ride. It was like a 98 or something like that. It was mostly just to keep the legs moving. 10-minute Leanne Hainsby cool down ride, which the cool down rides are just there just to be there, but at least this one had Teardrop by Massive Attack, so it wasn't like the typical Peloton cool down ride, which is just like complete like horrendous music. There you go. There's for your eyes only. Holy cow. So you need to go here, and who cares about the bee? We'll just throw out like some honey instead, if we have the space for it. Although now I'm like with a fly. No, this fly doesn't work with this squad. I'll tell you why, okay? Because like a fly, it doesn't matter where you put them. Let's say we put them in the back. The eagle already summons one, so we're spitting out the fly like this. 2 full. Then the rooster in position 2 dies. It already spits out 2 chicks. The flies are going off. The wolf summons 3 pigs. 1, 2, 3. The fly's going off. It doesn't... Even if we combine the wolves, it doesn't make any sense. The fly will wait to summon now? They changed it. Okay, but even still, then they punch through the wolf. They have a turkey. The turkey dies. We get 1 fly or something like that. Or we have a... Oh, no, we'll get them off the pigs. You're right. Or we'll get them off the summoned unit. Okay, no. You're completely right then. We'll get them off of the summoned units. I worry about the state of our education system. Because admittedly, there were people that were like taking the time to explain it. But then there were also like 10x more people that were like, just take the fly. Is that what you've been trained by the modern education system? Is like, don't come up with the reason so you actually reinforce the lesson. Just write down the right answer. Where did you go to school? A hagwon? No, don't give me that. People say things like, oh, if you make a Twitch message too long, the streamer won't read it. Okay, you're like 34 years old. Just write what you want to write. Don't write something so that like it gets read. Plus, have you ever looked at like a streamer as they read chat? The messages that are short get read and ignored. The essays they stun lock the streamer. Writing a long message is how you actually get read. It's like it's your first day on the website. No shot the person who wrote that is 34. I think you're projecting. We got some 70s birthdays in the stream. As scary as it is, my whole squad is dead. But they're also truly alive. No. Dude, what a way to go. I'll take it anyway. 9 wins is good. You gotta give him some credit for that one. Like that, it's more just what's the word I'm looking for? It's a remix of the joke. That is like, people will always like, they'll type toxic shit, and then you're like, don't be toxic, and they're like, oh, well, actually, the chat is a reflection of the streamer. I'm like, bitch, you're 32 years old. What do you mean, my personality? Your personality is a reflection of mine. You know how sad that is? Don't type that tragic shit in my Twitch chat. I'm just trying to chill here. Just trying to enjoy my life. You type the saddest thing I've ever heard. I'm too old to be considered physically fit enough to be drafted in the event that my country ends up going to war, but my personality is entirely derived from shit that I watch on the internet? What are you talking about, man? I'm literally just a guy. NL, do you have a cluttered desktop? Okay, well, listen, I do have a cluttered... Like, are you talking about the top of my desk where I have my Skullcandy Bluetooth earbuds that I use for riding my bike in the morning? Or are you talking about my computer desktop? Because here's the thing. I used to be ashamed that I had a cluttered computer desktop, but then Windows changed its workflow so that you almost never see your desktop, or at least I almost never see my desktop. Now, the new desktop is the web browser, at least for me. I guess it could be VS Code for you if you're like a developer or something like that. It could be Could be Eclipse if you're working in enterprise. Like, I almost never actually see my desktop anymore. I never use the desktop to find things anymore. What I use to find things instead is I go to my start menu. We did have an update. I downloaded an update last night, but I guess there's been another update, a hot update issued here. Do you know how to force Steam to go faster? Because right now is in the queue. But as it downloads, it's going like 3% and then it's stopping. And then it's going like 3% and then it's stopping. You got to put it in a bag of rice. I thought there was a way that you could just, that you could be like, hey, Steam, don't stop. Keep going. It has to stop to write on disk. Ah, so true. But it is on my SSD. I'm glad we changed that at least. I'm going to go to my downloads folder and I'm going to delete some stuff from the SSD just in case that's slowing it down. This is modern tech support. I'm then going to go to my recycle bin and I'm going to make sure that the stuff that was supposed to be gone is actually gone. You ever try to empty your recycle bin and Windows says you don't have permission to perform this action? This is what modern computing is like. It's like, excuse me, who do you think paid for you? Excuse me. I've had it happen randomly like 2 times. It is weird. Anyone else just assume that in the modern era, whenever your computer has an error, it means that you're being hacked and you're about to lose all of your bored apes? In 2004, if my computer ever had an issue, I would be like, oh, my computer has a glitch. In 2023, if my computer has a glitch, I'm like, there's some Lithuanian computer science student just got access to my mainframe. So true, so true. Midnight Suns is coming. It's downloading as we speak. The download says there's 2 minutes and 26 seconds remaining, which means we'll run one more quick sap weekly. And we're streaming Midnight Suns for 4 hours, which means we're going long. What were your EQAO awards? Scores, I should say. I don't remember. That's an Ontario thing. I don't know if they do it in BC. EQA0 was like our education. By the way, this build, there's a reason I'm not running the casino here. It's like our standardized test. EQAO, sorry, not EQA0. It's our standardized tests in Ontario. I will tell you, and this is not a joke, in 9th grade math, I was vindicated because I was a bit of a cut-up in class. Like, I was always being asked, like, hey, step outside. Not to fight, but, like, for the teacher to tell me to shut up and do, like, the work that was assigned. And then, when we did the standardized test, the teacher was like, and to my surprise, the highest score on the 9th grade EQAO in math was Ryan. So I got a little vindicated there. I also think that I didn't cut up that much in class. It's just that I had a very deep voice in 9th grade, and everybody else is like, so whenever I was like, oh, so true, guys, have you fought Ansem in Kingdom Hearts yet? Like, it really stood out in the classroom. So it was like double vindication. But I don't think my scores were like particularly impressive. I definitely, also in 10th grade, you have to take a literacy test. Which, like, without being rude, it is like as easy as it sounds. Basically, you like read a short story and then have to like answer questions about it to make sure that you understood it. But because of the way that school funding works, even in Canada, like the amount of prep that we did for this literacy test was crazy, dude. But I remember that my results on the literacy test were that I am literate. And it was nice to finally hear that from an authoritative source. My streamer will never understand what he reads. Cereal. Greatest bee of all time. This is not a brag. Because then, like, after 10th grade, there's kind of, like, at least in Ontario, 20 years ago when I was in high school, there's, like, a line in the sand around, like, 10th grade. after 10th grade, you basically choose, like, are you going to be an electrician or are you going to, like, go to university, go to college, right? So at that point, I took the book smart path because I was really good at school and had no otherwise practical skills. So I started being nominated for like hey, take the Ontario standardized chemistry exam. Hey, take the Ontario standardized math exam and stuff like that. And every time I took those, it was like some kid from Waterloo scored like a 117 and I scored like a 9. So that's where I was. Certainly, I'm not bragging about my standardized test results. Let's just put it that way. They also ask stuff in those that you haven't learned yet. Oh, so that wasn't just like a failure on the part of our teacher? Because like every time I took one of those tests, I was like, what the heck are they asking me? They're using like mathematics terms that I had not learned yet. Okay, I'm checking my download. We may have to run one more. And it's 100% downloaded. But it's not 100% written to the disk yet. That's true. We could run some movie to movie. Just wait a minute. Well, it says 20 minutes remaining, so... That was the information I didn't want to tell you, because I was hoping that it was just lying. American Psycho to the Terminator. It's tough only because the end point matters way more than the starting point. American Psycho gives you lots of branches, but you're really trying to get from American Psycho to Arnold Schwarzenegger, unless Linda Carpenter and Jared Leto have been in something together. I'm going to say, Willem Dafoe as well, for sure. Forgot Chloe Sevigny was in this. So we're probably trying to get to Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, I mean, the easiest connection point is through The Expendables, but he's done some ensemble work with like Danny DeVito. And then I'm thinking, just give me a second, because I'm thinking like Sharon Stone is in Total Recall, but she's also in, which stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. So is there anything that Sharon Stone has done with any of these individuals? I don't know. Now, just to give me one more second, who have been Arnold Schwarzenegger's leading ladies? He is, I think Commando has Alyssa Milano, but I could not name a movie that she's been in. I think, wait a minute, I'm actually stupid. Christian Bale is in Terminator Salvation. Christian Bale. And then that has the fake Arnold Schwarzenegger clone. Spoilers, by the way. Also, don't see it. I was like, what? Jason Alexander's in this? Okay, please do not tell me that Arnold Schwarzenegger is not credited in Terminator Salvation. Bro, he's in the movie. He looks... I know he's like CGI'd, but there's no way he didn't at least get paid like royalties or something. How did he not get a credit? He's in the movie. Okay, just give me some time here, okay? You're Starship Troopers. Is he actually in it? I mean, he's in it. His face is in it. Give me a second. I'm cooking. I don't want to just go back to Christian Bale, though. Anton Yelchin is in Green Room with Patrick Stewart. He's probably not in The Expendables, but he's in Logan with Hugh Jackman, who has probably done a movie with at some point that connects. Bryce Dallas Howard. I didn't know she was in Terminator Salvation, but she's obviously in Jurassic World with Chris Pratt, who has to have done some garbage Amazon original with Arnold Schwarzenegger at this point. Michael Ironside, you got Starship Troopers. That takes you to Johnny Rico. It takes you to Denise Richards. Takes you to Neil Patrick Harris. It wouldn't surprise me if Neil Patrick Harris had a cameo in The Expendables or something like that. But Neil Patrick Harris is in Gone Girl with Ben Affleck, who's done a bunch of garbage Netflix originals that probably contain somebody that was in The Expendables. Okay, I'm going Michael Ironside to Starship Troopers. Are you telling me Jake Busey was not in an Expendables movie? I could see it. Rue McClanahan was in this? I saw it like 2 years ago. Okay, Neil Patrick Harris. I forgot he's in the Matrix, the new Matrix movie. Of course, that takes us to Gone Girl, which takes us to Ben Affleck. And then you start looking over a bunch of Ben Affleck's most regrettable movies from this period. Triple Frontier was what I was thinking of. Man, this cast is way too good to have the movie be this bad. I'm going to say that Charlie Hunnam was probably in The Expendables. Okay, that's not true. I'm going to say that Charlie Hunnam was in Pacific Rim with Idris Elba, who was in The Expendables. Okay, he's not, but Idris Elba was in Hobbs and Shaw, which has Jason Statham, who's in The Expendables. And then just give me Expendables 3. It's got the biggest cast. Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Terminator. Okay, this one was a bit of a mess. Total distance of 8. Halfway through the route, I remembered that Michael Ironsides is actually just the bad guy from Total Recall. So that's when his arms get chopped off by the freight elevator, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "See you at the party, Richter." So that was not a Banner performance from me. "16 minutes remaining, huh?" That was a different guy, wasn't it? No, that was that guy. Okay, now we find ourselves on Actoral. Still writing the disc. Actoral, first movie 1983, last movie 2019. I'm just going to tell you, if they're old, like if they're older than 60 years old, then I am rage quitting Actoral. But first movie 1983 is like, I mean, I'm 34 and this is 5 years before I was born. So like we're already working from behind the 8 ball. They got a 7.3 from 1999. They got a 7.8 from 2016. They got a 5.8 from just a couple years ago. 4.1, that's pretty bad. An 8.5 from 1994, though. It's an animated family drama. I mean, there's no way I'm not familiar with this movie. Action adventure. A lot of comedies. Seeing a lot of comedies in here. I'm just going to throw out, who's been acting this long? Michael Douglas. Nothing. Are they older than... They're younger than 78, so we're making some progress. Younger than Michael Douglas. Let's say mid-50s, but they've been working for a while, obviously. Comedy, romance. I don't know, I'm just feeling like this could be a Bill Pullman. They're younger than 69. Okay? They have been in no movies with Bill Pullman. Let's try a woman in her 60s. Let's try... Give me an Emma Thompson. They're younger than 63. And they've been in none of these movies. Maybe their 1983 is a child actor. In which case, this could even be like a Christian Bale who started young. No, they are older than 48, but younger than 63. I suppose we would have seen Batman or something, but honestly, my problem with Actoral is, like, I don't want to play Wheel of Fortune. I don't want to sit here with no letters and be like, do-do-do-do-do. Like, I'd rather just throw out some guesses and try to narrow it down. Horror movies from 2004. I'm thinking of a science fiction horror movie. from 2004 with a comedy, science fiction, horror thriller. It's just too much. A musical comedy from 2005. A family comedy from 2006, all of which are fairly not noteworthy. Okay, why don't you give me, name an actor in their 50s? I can't. I don't have enough context. I'm lost. This is something, something, something. Obviously. Gorillas in the Mist. It's a drama. It's got a 7.8. The Life of Pi. Comedy. Man in a Cage. This is 5.3. It's Man in a Cage. I don't know. They're older than 48. Maybe this is Vince Vaughn. No, they're between 52 and 63. Older than Vince Vaughn and have never been in a movie with any of these actors. Like, okay, what are you supposed to do? Are you Ben Stiller? Is the cable guy in here? Ben Stiller's, no, they're between 57 and 63. Oh, but they're in the cable guy. And Tower Heist. Oh, okay. Well, is Matthew Broderick then? Matthew Broderick. Wait, where's Ferris Bueller's Day Off? That's got to be like early here, right? Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I would have expected it to be higher than a 7.8. Old people love that movie. Oh, and then the worst one's going to, this is like Inspector Gadget. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. It's Matthew Broderick. It's Matthew. And The Lion King is the, 10 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Okay. Let me just post an update. Guess that game. This is Dragon Age Inquisition. It's a Metacritic score of 82. This is Dragon's Dogma Remastered. This is A Plague Tale. What's the first one? Innocence? This is A Plague Tale Requiem. I'm crazy. I'm one of the best out there, I would say. That's an easy guess the game. That one's not tough. That's not Brian Posehn eating a big chicken leg. Okay, scroll me back. Let's do a random. Do framed? No, they keep posting like Kino movies from 1970s Criterion Collection. It's not my tempo. To me, this looks like Dragon's Lair. Metacritic score of 90. This is crazy. This is World of Goo. For the Nintendo DS. Plankton. What's that? Electroplankton? Nope. It's Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Mario RPG Legend of the Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. Mario and Luigi Super Saga. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. It had to be one of those. I haven't played any of them, but it had to be one of those. He's Bowsered it. I haven't played anything. Well, actually, that's not true. I have played some games on the DS. I played Space Invaders Revamped and Elite Beat Agents. It's a beautiful looking game. This is Kimi no Nawa. This is To the Moon. This is Gris. This is Gris. This is Cave Story. Metacritic score of 88. This looks like Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery EP. I always guess it. This is Hyper Light Drifter, maybe? Nope, okay. I'm crazy, dude. You put me up and guess the game. Listen, I'm not gonna beat the super nerds out there, but like I can handle myself. This is The Legend of the Zelda Twilight Princess. Did I really call it The Legend of the Zelda? Metacritic score of 89. It's Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Original platform Switch. This is A Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is Xeno Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I could have told you that. The Switch is not meant to be zoomed in like that. I'm not going to say that the game looks bad. I'm going to say that the Switch hardware is not designed to be zoomed in upon in that capacity. This is, I see the outline of a planet behind us. I'm going to say this is No Man's Sky. Metacritic score of 87. Looks like maybe this is from the PS3 era. I'm going to say this is Spore. Original platform PC. We're under the water. This is Impossible Creatures. Oh, okay, I'm in trouble. This is Subnautica 1. Subnautica. Oh, it was Subnautica. What I'm realizing about Guess the Game is that actually, like, all games in a screenshot look worse than they do in motion, which seems like it should be backwards. Or maybe, like, they de-res the images to cut down on bandwidth or something like that. I don't know. Hold on, I'm skipping the first one here because there's a little bit of nudity. I mean, it was simulated nudity, but still. This is a 71 on Metacritic. I feel like this could be like Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, or the first Call of Juarez. Original platform PS3, Xbox 360. This is Dead to Rights. It's a shooter. This is Bullet. This is John Woo's presents Stranglehold. This is 50 Cent Blood on the Sand? It is 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. That's Lloyd Banks, dude. You nailed it. That's 50% or 50 Cent's the Blood on the Sand. Please go to image 6. Well, I mean, listen. It's a little easy. That's Curtis Jackson. When does 50 Cent get involved? This is Flower. Metacritic score of 80. This is Lemmings 1. This is Angry Birds. This is an Angry Birds game. It's crazy. I'm actually like, I can't be stopped. I could tell because I hadn't seen the birds yet, but I saw the line, and the line is what dictates whether the birds are angry or not. Don't say it looks better than the Switch. They look close. This is like Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. Metacritic score of 86. This looks so familiar to me. Is this Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy Advance? Bro, it's Vampire Survivors! Of course it looks familiar to you. It is not Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Have you ever noticed how much Vampire Survivors looks like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy Advance? Okay, 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. You know what that means. You're getting an extra hour of stream today. This is Frozen. This is Darksiders 3. This is the Lord of the Rings. This is Mordor, Shadow of Mordor. You think I don't notice Celebrimbor's foul iron being poured into a mold of the Silmarillion? And now you talk shit about that game? What are you talking about? That was my second favorite game of 2014. What was my favorite game? I don't remember, but I definitely remember Shadow of Mordor was my second favorite. I also remember being one of those idiots who's like, the Nemesis system's going to be everywhere soon. It was not. Apparently it was trademarked, but even then they really only kind of Assassin's Creed sort of stole it a little bit, but apart from that, it's never made an impact in the industry. I couldn't tell you. I'm going to say this is Metal Gear Solid 4. Metacritic score of 82. This is Fable 3. Original platform PC. This is Lords of the Fallen. Action adventure horde thingy, Left 4 Dead like. This is Vermintide. Yeah, okay, it is Vermintide. I'm a genius. How is he so cracked? I don't know. I don't know how I'm so cracked, but I do know. I do know it feels good. Let's put it that way. But here's the thing: if they ever gave me one that was too hard, I would be like, I'm never playing this again. Like, that's the thing is, you know what I love about these games versus Actoral? Like, Movie to Movie gives you context and then says find a link. Guess the Game gives you a picture and you can derive some context from it. Actoral is just like, literally, here's like 35 Wheel of Fortune puzzles with their IMDb ratings. Figure it out. Anyway, I don't know this one at present. I'm going to say that this looks to me like Ridley Scott's DNA is all over it. How many Alien Isolations are in your database? Okay, is Alien Isolation? It's easy enough. I've never played it. It just looked like, you know, 1970s retro futuristic. It's easy enough. How about to put me on 172? Okay, this looks like a Super Nintendo game. I'll tell you right away, this looks like La Mulana. What? It's not La Mulana? Oh, there's a dash. Ooh, I thought for sure that was it. Metacritic score of 93. Are you Super Castlevania 4? Original? Are you Symphony of the Night? Okay, we were in the ballpark at least. Okay, now Steam is doing the thing where it says that there's 20 hours remaining, but that's just the start of it ticking down until it eventually gets to 0. It loves to do that. It loves to lie to you and be like, it's never going to finish. Nobody in the history ever thought that this day would ever end. Well, guess what? It's not gonna end. Dude, well, here's the thing. You know why I'm not playing Framed? Is because, like, I want Framed to basically pop up. I want it to never pop up a movie I've never seen from the 1970s. Because it just irritates me. It was easy today? Okay, fine. We'll take a look. I'll tell you that it looks like Spider-Man. It looks like the Battle Pass. Is it possible you're the Amazing Spider-Man? Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm just going to say that you're the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Batman. Also, could they work on their... or is this Blade 2? Hold on. No. Did they not have the Batman in the list? Why is Batman the first thing instead of the Batman? Maybe this is Blade. No, this is iRobot. The Audi gives it away. Okay, if you'll just give it a moment, it says that there is 2 months and 11 days remaining. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in like a minute here. I'll give you some RoboCop to begin with, though. Bro, nothing grinds my gears. Like the update, it's like the update is installed. Don't lie to me. It says 100%. If it says 100%, then why am I not in the game right now? It's not 100% if it's not done yet. Pause and restarted? I did. I even restarted Steam. Oh, you want to go through the tech support? Let's go through the tech support. Is it installed on your SSD? Yes. Okay, what's next? I don't think we should ever have to turn Steam on and turn it off again. I think that the new secret is that if Steam should have like a constant, like an infinite loop running at all times, and the infinite loop should be, am I going too slow? If so, restart myself. Is your SSD failing or something? I mean, I don't think so. I think it's honestly just Steam being kind of bad. No, it's not a Midnight Suns issue. It's just a it's a Steam issue. Like, it's got all the files. They're just trying to do the handshake right now to figure out that I can actually open the files. I think it's one of those things where it's at 0% and then it goes like, oh, you're good 100%. Like, there's no process. It's just a little bit of, it just hangs and hangs and hangs, and then it goes, okay, we're good. Can we get an audit for fun? The only people that I've felt like auditing today, it's been a very pleasant day so far, are the people who come in and ask for Dave the Diver. And we're at a point where, like, if I see 3 messages that say, where's Dave the Diver in a row, I don't know if you're familiar with baseball, but the 3rd strike means you're out of here. If Dave the Diver is so much fun to watch, why aren't you watching it right now? That's what I'm asking. Well, why aren't you watching somebody else play it right now? Sorry, I asked for Super Psycho Baseball too much. I'm not mad at you, but did I see your messages? Yes. And you're misrepresenting it. Because you didn't ask, will you play Super Psycho Baseball? You did there was a little breadcrumb trail, which was like, hey, have you heard of the new game Super Psycho Baseball? And then wait like 15 minutes. Has he said anything about Super Psycho Baseball yet? There's a leading question. Objection, leading the witness? Why didn't you say anything then? Because people are saying stuff like 24/7. Like, if he responded to every question that was in chat, there would never be dialogue in the stream. Everything is just a question. But, like, most of the questions are horrible because 95% of them are just, will you play X game? And the answer is almost exclusively no. And then the 1% of the time the answer is next, I want to get snippy because I'm like, yeah, literally in like a minute, I'm going to play the thing that you're asking about. Or they're like, are you going to play X today? And I'm like, I literally stopped playing it less than 45 seconds ago. The questions I love are, what's the best seed to go on a bagel? And then I'm like, I got to say poppy. I don't mind the sesame, but a sesame, I feel like it adds more to a hamburger bun than it does to a bagel. Everything isn't a seed. You're skirting the question. Best Subway bread? See, there's an example of another horrible question because everybody knows that it's Italian herbs and cheese. There's not even like there's no debate. Top 3? I go to Subway 2x monthly, and you don't need to have a top 3 breads. What kind of an idiot is like, oh, I want the same thing I always eat, but let's mix it up a little? Like, if you want variety, go to a better restaurant. Oh, I'm feeling adventurous today. I think I'll try oats and honey instead of Italian herbs and cheese. So we're still just waiting on we're waiting on Steam to say that it's installed. And it has made none progress. I've paused and unpaused. It says it's been at 100% for I would say 10 minutes now. We have 3 times more space on the hard drive than is necessary to fit the game. My disk is, well, here's the thing. 34% of the disk is being used in terms of its write speed right now. But all of that is being used by Steam. So the fact that it just gets stuck at 0 seems a little silly to me. Clear your Steam download cache. I do miss the days where you would just instead of downloading a game, you would have like 9 floppy disks. And then when you completed 7 seconds of gaming, they would be like put in floppy disk number 2. Never had this issue on my machine. Well, have you downloaded the Legendary Edition of Midnight Suns on your machine, Isaac Newton? In that case, I think I could use your expertise. But if instead you're playing Dwarf Fortress with 3,100 hours and it unpacks in 10 seconds because the game is 8 megabytes, then, you know, I'm not that interested, quite frankly. I would rather not fight 50, or I would rather not fight a 50-year-old or 5 10-year-olds, or 10 5-year-olds, or 51-year-olds. Because I don't think violence is the answer to most of our problems. If you're asking which one do I think that I would have the best chance if I was forced to fight them in like a gladiatorial setting, like maybe I've been abducted by aliens and we fight for the amusement of an audience, then in that case, I mean, I honestly think one 50-year-old. I'm not saying, I mean, a 50-year-old is just a guy. 5 10-year-olds, they have a, they're not going to be as strong as an adult, but the average adult is not 5 times stronger than a 10-year-old in a combat situation. I think if I had to choose, I would rather fight half a 100-year-old. If we just have to get to a sum of 50, what half? I'm going to be ambitious and say that it doesn't matter. Would you rather be able to eat whatever food you like without negative consequences or never need to sleep again? Yeah, it's a tough one. Those are both good. I'd have to think about it because I don't... It's tough just because what I want to say is I like sleeping, but with 8 hours a night to just do whatever I want, it would be nice to have that space for leisure time. But like, I know myself, I wouldn't use it for leisure time. I think sleep, in a way, is like, it's Mother Nature's way of keeping you honest. It's like you have to take a little window every night to recuperate. You can go like a night without sleeping, and then like you're like, oh, that's not so bad. And then if you try to push it for a second night, you're toast. Like it just keeps you honest. The mammal inside of you keeps you honest. So I don't think I would trust myself to use the extra 8 hours a day for something that would serve me well. So eating whatever I want with no negative consequences, I think it probably would lead to a better life. That's so sad. Why? Because I would be like using it to mop my floor instead of play RuneScape OSRS and jump on rooftops for 8 hours? You could bring back Isaac videos? Would you rather get an extra 8 hours of work done every single day by working an extra 8 hours or eat tasty food with no consequences? That's a tough one. You know what? I'd take the food twice now. Thanks for your feedback. Me after eating 20 grams of uranium-135. They did say you could eat whatever you want. Dude, you could eat all your garbage and then you'd never have to take down your garbage. Why were you such a hater in Justin's poll? The poll was based on false premises. He said, picture this. You came home and your favorite streamer, Justin, is streaming. What would you most like to see him stream? And the 3 options were Tarkov, Vault Hunter, Minecraft, or just chatting. So I wasn't a hater. I didn't say these all suck. I said man posts worst poll in history, comma, asked to leave. Look, sometimes being a hater is toxic, and sometimes being a hater is actually, like, constructive. I'm not saying, like, he should listen to what I'm saying and, like, structure it. Like, if he wants to play one of those, he should just play one of those. But I'm not going to sit here and play, like... Because I'm not going to click on Vault Hunters and then not watch him play it, because that's bad data. That's being a bad friend. Would be saying, oh, dude, out of these three options, I totally would like to see you play Vault Hunters the most, but, like, I'm not gonna watch him play Vault Hunters. Because I don't even watch Chip play Vault Hunters. Whenever I see that he's playing Vault Hunters, I'm like, I'm just gonna go do the dishes instead. I can't watch any more Minecraft. I'm full. And if anything, I think I could watch, like, the more basic Minecrafts, but I cannot watch, like, the Vault Hunters Minecraft. When I watch Apollo play it, it's like he's zipping around, like, killing an enemy with a sword just by clicking 3 times, and then he's opening a chest, and in, like, 1/8 of a second, he's going, and he's already filtered, like, what loot is good and what loot is not good, and I'm like, man, I don't know I have no idea what's going on here. It seems like everybody's having fun with it, but I can't follow it at all, though. The progress bar has moved a little bit. Not as much as I would like, though. That's for sure. Justin said he's going to whoop your ass. That's fine. Like, if he wants to use violence to solve his problems, like, that's his own personal issue to deal with, not my issue to deal with, okay? I'm just telling him the honest answer, and the honest answer is that I'm not going to watch him play Vault Hunters. Now, I'm sure as hell not going to watch him play Tarkov. So, like, if that's... No matter what you put in that poll, like, the second answer could be, like, doing my taxes on stream, and I would be like, that over Tarkov for sure. Oh, my God. It did it. It went from 30 to 100. It made it. In one tick, it did it. Thank you, Steam. Thank you, Gaben. Okay, now we can get everything set up. Look at that. It's been a long, long way together through the hard times and also the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should. Okay. Wake up, honey. Midnight Suns DLC just dropped. /marker, Midnight Suns. I know you thought this day might never come, but we had a little stuff bubbling in the back channel for Marvel's Midnight Suns. Today is a landmark day. I want to say thank you to 2K for the sponsorship. We are celebrating today with 4 hours of Midnight Suns the release of the Good, the Bad, and the Undead DLC, which adds the Merc with the Mouth, known as Deadpool, one of the heroes in a game with quips that has the most permission to quip, I would say. It's baked into his DNA. It's baked into his origin story. It is available right now. Let me make sure I get the exact verbiage here proper. The new DLC brings Deadpool into the game. You can recruit him. He has 3 bespoke story missions. The Abbey has been updated. Heroes have new skins available as well as outfits that they can wear in the Abbey. You can build, you can do the unique research project for Deadpool, Food Truck, which gives you an extra tactical edge on the battlefield. I don't want to know what he's cooking, but hole up, let him cook. There is also a new enemy type, and of course you know this from watching Midnight Suns with well, as we've played it for 35 hours so far, every character has their own unique playstyle, so I'm looking forward to seeing what his cards do to begin with. Maybe something to confuse and befuddle the enemies. It is also a DLC that is like side-loaded into the campaign, so you don't need to have completed the game and you don't need to start a new campaign to experience it. We should be able to select his mission from the mirror table and get started. I don't know if maybe we have to do one mission first to get there, because we have like we have to talk to Wanda a little bit here. But exclamation point Midnight Suns, and you can check out the link for yourself. The link should give you access to the store page. And if you'll give me a moment here, I have one other thing to turn on, just in case you forgot. There you go. It would be funny if we didn't realize we were accidentally on like the last story mission. Like roll credits. We're not there yet, though. I know we're not there.
Fires are lit.
Once we start, there's no going back. You're right. Let's hold off. I will talk to the others. Okay. Shall we begin the ritual? I'm ready.
Let us begin. What do you need me to do?
Stand back and make sure nothing disturbs us. The Grey Seneschal is a finicky ritual.
Can you still buy those? Like a mask, but it just goes around the jaw?
Can you hear
Like, I've been looking for something to tighten this region up right here, but I don't want to, like, cover my entire face.
Shall you take it? Knowing
You know how, like, in 1950s media, whenever someone got, like, a trip to the dentist, they would have, like, a Band-Aid wrapped around their jaw like this?
Knowing it may lead to your dissolution.
I think we should bring it back.
And will you open yourself to the Grey Seneschal?
Oh, people just grow beards now. That's true.
I will. Spoken, witnessed, and sealed.
I'm yours.
I will now begin.
Steady, Wanda.
I
Careful,
call
Ned.
upon the Grey Seneschal. Seize the spirit of Agatha Harkness and deliver her into this world. It's her.
Oh, I can see her. I can see Agatha.
I can smell you.
Sarah, wait. She did not want you to find out like this. How are you here?
I couldn't find a keepsake. A simple spell said it was here.
She was just trying to get her steps in,
The
bro.
locket.
Wanda stole it. I nearly caught her outside my room, didn't I?
We have to see this through.
Does not matter. You cannot disturb the ritual.
What ritual? Why would you need the Grey Seneschal? I won't let you do this to her.
Sarah, wait!
Wanda won't destroy her again.
Uh-oh.
Sarah, no!
It's a beam struggle?
What have you done to her?
Nothing worse than what you've done, Sarah.
Agatha?
You were the worst thing to happen to me.
Holy cow.
How I love
She's been
our
corrupted
time
by
together.
demonic energy?
It took death to finally free me of your
This
insipid...
isn't Agatha. Reveal yourself.
Hello, sweet.
It was Mephisto the whole time?
Release Agatha. We have no quarrel with you.
I have quarrel with him.
You want me to simply give you this withered ecto-puppet? Come now. Someone must know how this works.
Are you telling me that Mephisto was Agatha all along?
The devil is here, and he's ready to bargain.
Ah, the hairy little creature remembers how it works.
No bargains. Release Agatha, right now.
No, no, no. I'm willing to make a simple trade. Give me Ilyana, and you can have this faded rag as spirit.
Lie, I'll consider it. I think this might do irreparable damage to my relationship with magic, so I'm gonna say no way.
No bargains.
Then I'll destroy her and leave.
Okay.
Do not touch her.
I
Bro,
thought
she's
you
already
would
dead. You have no
try.
power here.
But if you have no hold over the Queen of Limbo, you're as useless to me as this wizened phantasm.
Wait. I will speak with Ilyana.
Good, good. But don't
What do you think,
tempt me.
Ilyana? What do you think? Do you want to sacrifice yourself for a sorceress who's already deceased?
There is little to say.
She doesn't seem that into it. She's not really being a team player here, Mephisto.
Shush. There is little to say because I know how to push him out.
What is the plan?
If I banish him directly, he takes her with him. But if I channel my power through someone close to Agatha, wham! Sucker punch. He loses control, I banish him, and Agatha stays behind.
Then why have you not done it already?
channeling my power through a person causes lasting injury. I do not know who should bear this suffering.
The caretaker. Channel through me, channel through Wanda. Logan can handle it, or it must be all of us. I think the right answer here is it must be all of us. This is how the Guardians of the Galaxy defeated Ronan the Accuser in the movie of the same name, Guardians of the Galaxy versus Ronan the Accuser.
Everyone is here to support Agatha. Channel through all of us.
That could work. And I could hit him from multiple angles. Give me the
She must be
signal
really
when
good
you're
at
ready.
charades.
Enough deliberations. Do we have a plan?
Magic. What do we say to the devil?
We say, the devil can go to hell!
Dude, Robbie Reyes is legit. Like, what? Nobody consulted me on this one. Nobody consulted me on this. I literally thought this was our daily stand-up, and now I'm being zapped with blue lightning. Don't worry, Mephisto will return.
Agatha? Sarah, you can hear me? And
Sarah,
see
can you hear me?
What, no kiss?
And that's how I know it's you.
What you've done here to bring everyone together,
It's not enough.
I've never been more delighted to tell you how wrong you are. This is so much better than we'd expected. We just need to finish it.
We?
We just need
Stay and help?
You thought I did all this?
Ryan
Say
Reynolds to
goodbye?
show up.
Oh, Sarah.
Editor's note: Deadpool is not
hopeless.
played by Ryan Reynolds in
Not
Marvel's
anymore.
Midnight Sun.
Look at that. Hunter, would you mind walking with me? They deserve some privacy.
Mild injury acquired. That's all right. We got the hot
Agatha's
springs.
back. It worked.
You deserve the credit.
Wanda, this was all you.
No, this wouldn't have happened without
She's
you.
like, no, but also
We
thank you
pushed
for
each other
saying
and
that.
look
Plus
at
2
what we
hearts.
achieved. So what now?
We should let them catch up.
Agreed. See you tomorrow. I'm going to bed and don't plan to set an alarm.
People always say that. I'll see you in the kitchen at like 5:45 a.m. having oatmeal anyway. I personally guarantee it. Me, when I'm like, I'm going to bed and I think I'm going to sleep in. 6 a.m. rolls around. Beep, 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 beep. I might as well get up.
As long as they...
All right. Let's talk to... War room upgrade, hero ops available. Let's talk to Captain Marvel real quick.
Perhaps Agatha and Sarah may yet forgive
We gotta find some cash on the ground. Or do a credit mission.
I spent...
Okay, true,
it gave
true.
us good information
Oh, the
about
last mission is the one I
It has good
remember what happened
intelligence,
on the
all
last
right,
mission. I won't
but
say
it's
it
not
for
about
spoilers,
Hydra.
but
It's about us. Take a look.
suffice to say,
We
things
have
happen.
files on all of us. Cap, me, Stark, Blade, Magic, Nico, everyone. Strengths, weaknesses. Mostly weaknesses.
We can't trust any of
You
this.
have to remember, Crossbones wanted Cap to have this.
Maybe so. But I've read what he wrote about me, and it's not wrong.
She is really not.
He even dug up my
A
old
fan of
flight
my
school
style.
records. He was thorough, in the creepiest way. This isn't even all of it. There's a whole other section, but I can't access it.
I think my friendship level with her is at like level 1. We have
Multiple
no
layers of it.
chemistry.
I could probably get it, but it'll take me a while. Cap could make this go a lot quicker.
Where is he?
Captain
I'm
America, he's
surprised
good
he's
at
not going over
info
these
security.
files with you.
He was with me when we first unlocked the drive. He was already agitated from Crossbones' death, but I think seeing what he had on us really set him off. He excused himself in a hurry. Now I need him back.
Don't worry, I'll get him back.
I have no doubt.
Okay, we're neutral with her. I'll
Straight?
take it.
I'll keep trying.
Now we
to
must
break
go
this
find
code
Captain
while we find
America,
Cap.
also known as Steven Rogers. Hold on, but in the meantime, we can also talk to Blade real quick and get some rewards.
Hey,
Give
can I ask a
me bigger AOE effects.
favor? Thanks, Hunter.
You're welcome. No, I should be thanking you, quite frankly. Where's my Captain America? He's in the yard. I know how to get to the yard. It's right here. Oh, it's right here. Hello, Captain. Sometimes I just like to sit out here, stare at the training dummies.
Steve, Carol needs your help decrypting Crossbone's files.
It figures she'd send you. Did she tell you I want nothing to do with it? Because I still don't.
Captain America's like me. He still sends his tax installment payments with a physical check in an envelope with a stamp on it, drops it into a mailbox.
We are running out of time. Now do your job and decrypt those files.
He uses one of those calculators that's like tick 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 tick.
It was something Crossbones said. The old man. He was talking about my greatest enemy.
Who?
Myself.
The Red Skull commanded
Oh,
Hydra during
right.
the war. Obsessed with the occult.
You think the Red Skull has something to do with those files?
I'm certain. One file is called Project Gutmorder, a classic name for a Red Skull terror weapon. Rumlow wanted me to use the tools of my oldest enemy to defeat the newest. I won't give him the satisfaction.
We won't know until we decrypt it.
A tool is just a tool justifies so many terrible outcomes.
If Hydra uses toilet paper, I'm not using toilet paper.
That is not your call.
If Hydra drinks water, I'm drinking gasoline.
Now trust me to do my job.
Well, I guess you have been paying attention. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, huh? I'll talk to Carol and do what I can. Thanks for helping me work through this, Hunter.
Of course.
You're welcome. I didn't do anything, but you're welcome. Okay, now Deadpool mission available. I'm so happy that it literally showed a prompt like straight away. I don't think the hunter can move on this mission though. So this is the start of the DLC. Exclamation point Midnight Suns. Please thank you to 2K for the sponsorship. The DLC just came out. It adds Deadpool as a recruitable hero and also gives 3 story missions for Deadpool. A custom research track for him to unlock new friendship abilities. And we're gonna see it for ourselves.
He's an art thief?
No. Red Skull is the art thief. Deadpool is more of a... kind of like... You really
Oh, he's creeping. It's straight out of Ocean's 13. This is just 2 cool guys. Like, we're just men. We're just innocent men. Okay, launch me up here. I love his drip, man. This is what I'm gonna look like when I enter my 50s and start running an illegal exotic animal zoo. Oh, man. But don't worry, the swords on the back are just gonna be replicas, okay?
Hydra Mystic in the warehouse. Okay.
Bro, that one guy's on crutches. You're not gonna make me fight him, are you?
Hydra's looking for. It seems they have yet to find it.
Just don't let them find you.
Thank you, Deadpool. Must have been the wind.
You the new guy?
Huh?
Sorry, the new fully customizable, heroically upgradable monster masher? Wisecracking anti-hero. Merc, very occasional hero. Whatever. I'm adaptable. Spin me
Am
off
I
with
crazy to
different
think
franchise.
that, like, I've seen Deadpool 2, and also I live in Vancouver, so I'm very familiar with the setting.
The statue too?
What statue?
Isn't Deadpool, like, unbelievably powerful? Does he have the ability to transverse multiple dimensions, or am I mistaken?
Wants me to steal back from
He has the ability to break the fourth wall, which is, like, the most powerful comic ability of all, right?
Well, Jimmy, my frickin' chungus. Yeah. That one. Hands up.
Bro, isn't that just, one of the kids from Ernest Scared Stupid?
I'm sorry. Have we met? Aren't you sloth? No, Sylvia. Cindy?
Please kill him.
Sin! That's it. Of course, Sin. Granddaughter of Redhead. I mean Skull. I mean Skull. Whatever.
Now.
It was actually like great serendipity that we had all the Red Skull dialogue right before we got introduced to Red Skull's granddaughter. Okay, end my turn.
That's like my 10th concussion.
I'm not gonna joke about that. It's a serious issue. It's not a 1-star. Look, I'm fully resisted here.
I'd love to hear who hired you to steal that artifact if you're
Blade Storm. Damage and forceful knockback in an area that goes crazy.
Wait, you aren't the usual lady in my ear. Who is this?
Carol Danvers?
Why is that name so familiar?
I'm Captain Marvel.
Ah, it's finally happening.
Me in the movie theater in 2019.
My fans.
Do you think Deadpool can hit the griddy? I would be amazed if he couldn't. Let's put it that way. I'd take it a step further. I might even be a little upset if he couldn't. We have one redraw. I'm gonna redraw interrogate. I'm sorry. The life leaves his body. I redrew an injury. Okay, not great.
How'd you even manage to find this place?
You just chill out, okay?
You're really pumping me for information here.
Pardon me?
I'm slightly aroused.
I didn't even know you could say that, quite
One
frankly.
time I sit in for caretaker.
Oh, I forgot about this guy. That's not a 1-star.
Step away from the artifact.
Click.
Did you just say click?
Yes, I did. For emphasis. Now hand over.
Oh my god. 2K, if you're listening.
Monologue-free zone here.
It's not too late. What if we change quick attack from Deadpool or quick shot to quip shot? It makes perfect sense. He's the merc with a mouth.
I like it. Want to help me kill some Nazis?
Hydra aren't Nazis.
Ah, potato for
They're like, that was one time!
What they have outlives their usefulness to me.
See? I had your back.
Right. Where is Sin? And the statue?
And those gargoyles?
The level designer says she went that way.
He's doing it. He's breaking the fourth wall. All we need now, we need some graffiti on the wall that says, "We're the real monsters."
Her own people.
Maybe she appreciates a plot twist? You first.
Now that we're in the sewers, they're just asking for Blade to show up on this mission.
Is this a mole man thing? Please let this be a mole man thing.
Hans Moleman, a goated character from The Simpsons, no doubt.
You know, I'm the biggest.
I don't think it's a mole man. This is it's actual vampires. I told you they were asking for Blade to show up. Defeat all vampires. Vampires infect hero cards, conferring bleeding on the hero when the card is played. Vampires' minions grow stronger when a hero suffers bleeding damage.
Hydra and their mistress have escaped with the artifact.
Is this like one of those monkey's paw things? I say mole man, and the universe gives us off-brand vampires?
I'm just gonna say it. If I was a vampire, I would not be one of the ones with 1 HP. I would be one of the ones that has like 100 HP.
So, is there some special way to dust these critics?
Just like, no disrespect to the ones that have 1 HP, but I just think I would be built like a little different. Okay, this is... Now we got so many quick shots we're just sitting on. That's what I'm saying, dude. Where's Blade when you need him? Maybe we start with the quick slash this way. That also hits you.
Never suggest Blade is like other vampires.
He's a daywalker.
Did not appreciate my humor.
Your mother abandoned you.
They are quipping like crazy, man. They're going off. They're quipping over top of each other. He's leveling up. We haven't even taken him back to the base yet. I haven't even picked out his new swim trunks. They're all dead. To a single grenade. You know what? He does sound a little bit like John Mulaney. I'm imagining that this is John Mulaney inside the Deadpool suit. And honestly, he's pulling it off. I think we 2-starred it. Because I think the first half of the mission was 2 stars. I think the second half was close to 3, but didn't quite finish the job.
Without that statue, not even a sparkly hole can cheer me up.
Non-lethally bifurcated? Dude, we don't kill Hydra, okay? But we maybe kill the vampires.
Or worse, when he finds me, I'll be...
Deadpool?
There it is. You go, new guy. And by that, I still obviously mean the new, fully customizable...
Come back with us to the Abbey.
No.
The magical ward will protect you. No. Hell no. You can hide there. Help us track down Sin. No. Fight off the vampire infestation.
If you insist. Look, Ma, I'm gonna be DLC.
They did a good job with that. I thought they were going to 1-star me there, and I was highly, highly upset. Deadpool Assassin. Honestly, you've done a great job with the cover art as well. Remember before Deadpool was popular, when people that read comic books would tell you about Deadpool, and you'd be like, you would not believe this guy. He breaks the frame of the comic to talk directly to the reader. Maybe you're not as old as I am. And then they put him in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but his mouth was sewn shut, but we don't need to talk about that. That's neither here nor there. I need to do it because then we can get a freaking arcane key. We need everything?
Don't tell
okay, yeah, be that as it may.
Plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II.
Is this contributing to main story progress? Well,
we're not sure.
No.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, if you consider progress to be doing the story missions, then the answer is no. But we are leveling up units for use later in the game, and leveling up cards and farming resources and so on and so forth.
For a little smash and grab, Logan?
I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special, except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Are they still talking about the mission?
I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive.
Are they still talking about the mission?
I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin. She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news.
Don't forget about red shoulders,
That's right.
red head, red knees, and red toes.
Those two deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
And it's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmortar.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing.
You Watanabe,
Red
thanks
Skull
for the
doled
gifted
out
subscriptions
fancy
as
names
well.
left and
Thank
right.
you.
I think the answer's here.
It's a lot like magazine ads in the 90s, except those were Project Got Milk. Holy cow! His right bicep.
Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go. If we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime.
You promise?
Are you saying the Red Skull did not value comfort?
The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose.
His veins are so blue,
you're gonna have
man.
me leading the way, so don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
I will be right behind you.
Smart Hunter. It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war.
Canadian
Skull
intelligence.
was definitely on our radar.
There's dozens of us.
As nasty as you'd expect. obsessed with the
Canada
occult.
mentioned. Canada mentioned.
Project Gottmorder?
That's new to me.
Did you know James Cameron is half
Hopefully it
Canadian?
lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
This is the best time to joke. This is no time to joke. Let's say that's the best time to joke. I don't want to go on your mission just yet, though. I want to level up my Deadpool a little bit more first. The fully white suit is so good. He looks like he's from Prometheus. He looks like he's from the Battle Pass. Dude, I'm liking the rose gold accents. Has he always had those, or is he like rusting in the rain? My man's looking like my wife's iPhone. He's looking kind of clean with it. Okay, I know you want to speak with me, Nico. Oh, you are right here. Hey, let's do it then.
If you're free, I'll assemble the emo kids.
I can't tonight. Okay, let's just go ahead and we'll do the emo club, okay? This is me. I'm part of the emo club. My friendship quest has improved with Deadpool. I did see that. I did. Doctor Strange is an emo club member. Sometimes pain manifests as sarcasm, not just as sadness.
There are some gaps.
You are talking about my death.
Exactly. The memories of your final moments might tell us how you defeated your mother 3 centuries ago. That could give us an edge this time around.
Those memories are lost.
Maybe not. We think there's a way to recover them. All you're gonna need is a mystical jumpstart.
How would that work?
Doctor Strange can explain it better than I, but if you want the abridged version, ask Magic. And when you're ready to begin the ritual, let me know.
When I'm ready to do my dark bidding?
Hunter.
Okay, we're the emo kids. Is this relevant? That was the slipperiest eel. Wait, I thought... Yes, go ahead.
Yes, very well. Regarding your resurrection, we had to meticulously reunite your corpus or physical vessel with your
Hey, NL, I'm
animus
Steely Dan
or
posting.
spiritual essence.
I'm happy to hear it.
But now,
Are you doing pretzel logic? You doing some gaucho?
Minoru's staff of one to focus Miss Rasputin's enigmatic energies.
You doing some Asia?
Doctor Strange,
The ritual?
the sorcerer supreme, shall pluck from unreality.
Steely Dan personally doesn't do it for me. I think you might... Listen, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but you may want to learn to use the saxophone
Doctor Strange.
and then play just what you feel. You may want to drink Scotch whiskey all night long and die behind the wheel. You may need to realize that they've got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. And the most important part, remember that they call Alabama the Crimson Tide.
You will focus on recalling
Call me Deacon Blues.
as we do everything in our power to restore it. Simple, really.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm not even close to ready. I'm ready?
You have nothing to fear.
The first part's easy. I need you to focus on your last memories before you fought Lilith.
Will this help me remember?
I can't answer that. When I start, you'll be the one making the repairs. The rest of us are here to keep you steady.
Now the Hold Steady,
right.
that's a band.
If you're ready, we can begin.
Yes. Dude, he's so relaxed.
Tell us what you see.
The hunter's kind of baby girl. I shouldn't say that. I don't know what that means.
I raced through the Abbey grounds. Angry. Terrified. It is too late. We were not ready. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am
Me at the
completely
doctor
alone.
trying to get diagnosed for salmonella and campylobacter infections.
My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Good ending. Whoa, guys, I'm so relaxed. What did you
You
do?
saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
It did not work.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time?
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment. Or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list
Do
to your
not
spark.
DM me
If you
a
bring
to-do
enough,
list,
we can
okay?
refine them into more
I will
useful
not
mystical
open it.
objects.
I will turn off read
We're
receipts.
done for today, but I'll be in touch about the next meeting. Catch you later.
Hang on.
Need to unburden.
Join a hangout. Dude, we have to join a hangout with Deadpool.
I love the smell.
What
of
do you think he
victory.
would love the most?
It's spicy.
Playing cards, for sure. Or having a deep conversation.
I have been watching you.
Like in a secret admirer or creepy kind of way?
You are very confident for someone who lacks self-worth.
Excuse me?
At least buy me dinner before you peg me like that.
I knew it!
Why are you calling me
I
out?
knew he was gonna say it! You needed to hear it.
Because you should know.
I'm the one breaking the fourth wall around here. Don't you think I already knew?
Breaking the what?
Not important.
He's rebuilding the fourth
Normally,
wall.
I appreciate being burned, but this one? It's too close to home. You ever heard the phrase, fake it until
You
you
ever
make it?
get the idea that Deadpool's kind of like an R-rated
Basically,
version of
pretend
Olaf
long
from
enough
Frozen?
and
I
then
say
it
this as
sticks.
an Olaf fan.
It's the best way to trick other people into thinking you have your crap together. You don't do that?
Sure I do.
Certainly. I think it is a very human thing to do.
Don't forget about the aliens.
Thank you for your insight.
Anytime. I love talking.
That's an Olaf line, man. Deadpool's Canadian too? Is he Canadian or is he just played by Ryan Reynolds? He is Canadian? Okay, then take the root beers of Canada. He loved it!
Uh-oh, I feel a tear coming.
He loves it! 17 friendship gained. Holy cow. And of course, you know, we got to check our new outfit. This one was called Paige Turner. Oh man, that is... Listen, it's not as good as Witchbreaker, but it is pretty good. Holy man, that's so good. What about Deadpool's board shorts? I'm not worried about all that yet, okay? Let me open my private Superlink DMs. Doing stuff with you makes my heart tickle. I will stop by now.
Hunter, just in time for the meeting of weirdos. There's you, me, and a unicorn if we can find a third. Hope the rest of your fan club won't mind.
Get it?
What makes me weird?
I forgot. You aren't as self-aware as I am. You talk like you're an ancient artifact. You're older than the geezers who created us, and you've got some deep-rooted mommy issues. Should I keep going? I charge by the hour.
Takes one to know one.
Says the
He's gonna
king of
love this.
weirdos.
We're gonna get like +2 hearts.
Was that a dig?
Do I know this game or do I know this game?
I can't wait to see how the Suns react.
You sound a little too excited.
Gotta find joy in the little things, Hunter.
Are you not concerned about fitting in?
What is this, high school? Are you scared of getting a swirly in the bathroom?
I do not know what a swirly is.
Time to find out.
Oh, don't worry. I'll show you later. Besides, I'm more interested in your answer. Fitting in, yay or nay?
I do not care. It is not part of my duty.
Duty.
It's Olaf,
Set yourself
dude.
up for that one.
I am here to be myself, and the Suns will respect that.
Whoa, did it get hot in here for a second? Woof. See, that's the mentality I like. It's giving me could not care less vibes.
It's giving me horse in the hospital vibes.
Is that I'm not the only one who likes your whole shtick, so keep it up.
Friendship level 1. That just means we've unlocked hangout rewards. But I bet I can get you to level 2 before tomorrow. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do a mission. Well, we could do the Deadpool story mission. Let's see the rewards real quick. Gamma coil and credits. We could also do a mission for an artifact. You know what? I mean, like, we should do the story mission, because that's like what we're here for. Anyway, forced to take blade. Let's go.
Ooh, when are we gonna slay some vamps?
We aren't going anywhere. This is a solo job.
You know how boring solo jobbing by yourself is? Come on!
No way.
The MPAA hates Deadpool, but I love him.
This could be a great bonding experience for us. We could touch steaks.
Blade, you should bring Deadpool.
Ha! See? Let me go put on my vampire hunting undies.
It's the same energy as like, hey, you should bring your little brother along.
Thanks a lot, Hunter.
I had to
Mom, I'm hanging out with my friends. They don't want to spend time with a little kid. He's not a little kid. He's your brother. Excuse me, squad. Are you I don't even bring the hunter on the mission? It's just Blade and Deadpool? It's probably been 20 hours since I took I did a mission without the hunter. The hunter's the glue that holds the squad together. You play a card, he draws cards. You push someone into him, he draws a card that allows you to play cards that draw cards. It's actually open season.
I've got something.
No, don't tell me. You dead cat wrapped in cabbage? What? What is that?
I thought it was a pile of garbage bags.
The face not even a Shemalisk could love. If that is a face. Because maybe it's... Okay. Definitely not the face.
It's a vampire egg sac.
He's serving vampire egg sac right now.
Look out for
vampire bacon sack? Huh? Get it?
What do we have? A full infestation?
if we're lucky.
Then I suggest you eliminate the
Bro, why is the caretaker explaining vampires to Blade? He's the guy.
Like a giant zit.
What does the caretaker know about vampires? Blade's had his boots on the ground since, like, I don't know, he's supposed to be like 400 years old. Destroy the Hemalisks and defeat all vampires. Hemalisk's dark incubation decreases when any card is played. Once dark incubation reaches 0, the Hemalisk will hatch a brood of vampire minions.
Do what you can down there, Blade, and try not to lose your cool with that
Demolitionist. What is Demolitionist?
That's okay. Probably just a senior moment.
I wouldn't poke that hornet's nest if I were
I like when he insults the caretaker.
She probably just needs her daytime meds and a nap.
Now listen here, you little...
Oh, I love you too, Granny.
First thing first. Quick shot.
Are we excited?
That's one hell of a move.
Blade, you do the exact same thing. You just have like submachine pistols instead of regular pistols. Yeah, he's just being polite. I shouldn't be upset. Okay, you're right. I think we should just blow up the barrel. It does also give 2 heroism. But like, let's blow up the barrel first. Relentless for the kill. Epic for the win.
You kissed the mother with that mouth.
He said it. He said it, man. I think I lost. Though it pains me to say, I think it's true.
Yo!
We're gonna start here because you gotta go first.
That's a neat trick.
And then like 3 heroism. Okay, no. We can definitely kill you. Move blade. And then I said move blade. It'd be nice if this guy could get out of the way. Slide the hot dog cart into you. So he could have just newspapered and then pushed into something. Would have saved 1 heroism, but okay, let's see how this goes down. Unfortunate, I guess. We can do this one. It's just we needed to be a little smarter about the way that we handled that turn. We needed to not spawn 3 vampires at the end of the turn for no reason. Mission Master? No, this is not Mission Master. This is a 1-star. Without a doubt.
Wrong. Something's changed.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna go with new benches.
Vampires attacking civilians in plain sight? That's not vampire protocol.
We live by a code, Jonathan.
Hey? Yeah, no, it's really not.
I can't think anyone would notice if I just left you here.
They'll know. Okay. You want answers? I'll call my client. Not here. Back home. Where we're safe from client bots.
Home? You mean my home? The Abbey, which is absolutely 100% not your home? Make the call.
Look, it's late in Latveria now. There's that whole time zone thing, and my client is a physician,
It is Dr. Doom.
You know, working those long physician hours.
Or Dr. Death.
Sweetest guy.
Dr. Scholes.
He's a real bear when he's grumpy.
I don't deserve the 2nd star. And I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm pretty stoked about 229 credits, though. It's like a genuinely difficult mission. Or is it Dr. Michael Morbius? Dude, it could be. Okay, wait.
Can you come to the chapel? Blade is pissed. Even for Blade.
Excuse me, do not say the P word. I will come to the chapel, though.
Hey, it wasn't that bad.
Are you serious? It was awful.
Blade, it's half your fault. Your deck is not that
I
good.
got hurt yet. I don't care what you do in your off time, but when we're out on missions, you don't jeopardize the team. Got it?
It's cute when you set up boundaries.
I'm serious. You pull any of that crap that might put us in danger, and it's over for you. End of discussion.
Does Deadpool feel remorse?
Don't worry, I'll stay very far away from the guy with the pointy stakes.
Sometimes in the movie, sometimes, yeah.
Thought Blade was gonna stab me again.
Are you all right?
All right is subjective, but I'm still breathing.
I was hoping the 2 of you would not fight.
I can play nice all day when we're out there kicking bad guy booty, but asking me to make friends? Barf.
Pretend to like
There will be
everyone.
less tension among the team if you.
He's so chaotic, I can farm dark points all day.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time. Ah, never mind. All these chumps are my co-workers, not friends.
If you try, it will be easier to work with everyone.
Ugh, you sound like a camp counselor. I don't care if people don't like me. Can't blame him.
Why is he
It's
so
hard being the
jacked?
most skilled,
I mean, it's pretty
attractive,
simple.
funniest, and humble person.
When you have a healing factor,
Make it started.
it
I hate
allows
Deadpool
you to
Club.
build muscle
I'm
more
already
easily
founding
because the
member,
process
but
of
for
building
20
muscle
bucks,
is
they can join.
actually destroying your muscle fibers and then rebuilding them. So if you're able to rebuild them faster, your capacity for exercise is much higher. As a result, you could build muscle at a more prodigious pace. Also, he eats cans of tuna without even opening them. So I think that that helps cultivate mass as well.
If you want to spend your time here being hated, That is up to you.
A little rough, but I can handle it.
Bro, I need friendship points.
I'm not going to lose any sleep over our squabble, but I can't speak for him.
Just try not to anger him. For me.
You missed your opportunity to make me pinky promise.
What happens if you break that kind of promise?
They break your pinkies.
You cut off my pinky. Don't worry, it'll grow back.
What are you doing?
Whoa! Don't go creeping up on a guy when he's sowing his wild oats.
It's so weird that Deadpool wears pants.
Hoping to leave my
It just doesn't look right. The mask and the pants. Like he's got a belt.
Why are you gardening?
He's so chaotic, but he wears a
Your
belt.
friends have been avoiding me like the plague, so I decided to make nice with Mother Nature. Speaking of, you seem to be getting really friendly with everyone. That's cute.
Of course I am. Bro, I live here.
Why would I not be? You're part of our team. Friendship makes us stronger.
Your team. Don't lump me up with the rest of them. I have a reputation to keep.
What is wrong with making friends?
Friends are just another liability in the world of mercs. It's like Murder 101, Hunter. Get with the program. Yeah, well, like it or not, everyone's fallen over themselves to be part of your posse.
Would you like more Canadian root beer?
You sound bitter.
Dude, that's it. It's half John Mulaney and half John Lovitz. He's using his shove. Then I'm reaping all the benefits. It stinks.
Still flattering all the same. Keep up the good work. It strokes my ego.
Why do you keep calling them my fans? They're my friends.
What makes you so sure?
We are vulnerable. Not really.
puts a big
I've pretty much
target
just been hitting the most like guarded dialogue options for 37 hours straight.
Come back to me after it backfires, so I can rub it in your pretty little face. I'm gonna say it until the day I die and regenerate. The only person you need is yourself, Hunter. All that personal mumbo-jumbo just weighs you down.
Alright, well, we're friendship level 2. It recovers 97 health each turn. Yes! That's what we needed on the last mission. That's a passive ability that would have been useful for me yesterday. Okay, now if you don't mind, could I mayhaps change the color palette on your combat outfit? Bro. I can't not have this. Like, unless one of these is like... I mean, those look fairly normal. We have to pop this. I'm sorry. There's no other option. It's gotta be done. Deadpool the Kid is goated. Now, I need to find Captain America. I need to issue some compliments to Captain America. Captain America is located in the war room right now. Gentlemen, we can't fight in here. This is the war room.
We must goad your mother into making crucial errors. In a way.
Plus 6 friendship XP. I think he did hit the level. Next thing. Chib, could you do a tier list of these characters based on most likely to hit a griddy versus least likely to hit a griddy? I was most likely to hit a griddy, Deadpool. That's not even, like, close. After that, I would say Robbie Reyes, and then probably Spider-Man.
If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that.
I feel like Nico is then maybe after that. I feel like Magic would be the least likely amongst the teenagers to hit a griddy. Now, amongst the adults, I don't see Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, or Captain America hitting a griddy. Iron Man, I could see him hitting a griddy. Blade, I could see him begrudgingly hitting one, but actually wanting to hit it. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, fine. Wanda hits the griddy? Oh, no
Thanks,
doubt.
Hunter.
You already know. We earned another compliment as well. We can use that tomorrow. That's fine. What's the griddy? It's just a cool dance that people do. Yeah, I can hit the griddy. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't feel like it, but I could hit the griddy, I think. I mean, I know it because I do it all the time.
Next level.
Yeah, my griddy goes to another school. It's in Canada. You wouldn't know it. It's just me and Deadpool again, but at least he heals now. This may be the last Deadpool story mission. We'll see.
And it's all Deadpool's fault. Blah, blah, judgy, judge. Don't be so harsh on
They
him,
heal now?
Sarah.
So
He's
this is the thing they do?
brave and super awesome and super handsome. Thou saveth my behind from foul beasts. Thou shalt henceforth have my undying devotion. Aw, shucks. Really tickles the cockles of my heart. We won't judge you.
I want to ask them if it was hard to write Deadpool lines in such a way that it evokes the spirit of Deadpool, but also doesn't lead to the DLC being rated M for mature. Unless it is already rated M for mature, in which case I don't know what I'm talking about.
What this unidentified physician client hired you to find.
On my honor, in keeping with... No, wait, I can answer that one. A little something called the Magna
Carrigo.
That's it.
You mean the vampire Holy Grail?
Is it really that bad?
The ancient relic my blood-sucking cousins believe will cure them of every weakness.
Sounds like a Knives Out character.
Silver, garlic breath. Finding it wouldn't be melodramatic. It would be cataclysmic.
Unless you happen to be a vampire.
And? Have you found it?
This close. Tracked it to some backwards country full of mud, goats, and potatoes. Transia. Like that's a thing.
Transia. Why does it always have to be
Why couldn't it be American Southwest?
The Abbey is from Transia.
So is one of the Midnight Suns.
Love Transia. Love it. What's better than mud wrestling? Except goat wrestling, huh? And a huge fan of tater tots here.
Stop talking. We have a relic to hunt.
And I have the coordinates. Straight from my client's mouth. If he has one behind all that... never mind.
They're alluding to something, but I don't know what it is. We could take a third member, dude! Okay, like, here's the thing. Obviously, he's not our best character, but I feel like, thematically speaking, you gotta take Blade. Don't I have another item I could... I thought I had another... Oh, I've got to build it. I probably just learned the schematic for it. You gotta take Blade. It's a vampire-based mission. And basically every card he draws is probably going to be like a dead draw, but whatever. I love how they let you get a head start here. If they don't just start you in the portal, they're like, you're 100 meters away. Me and the boys outside the club. So true. Somebody's wearing a cowboy outfit even though it's not even Halloween. You know it's going to be a good time.
An old abandoned castle. If that doesn't scream Mambo Cerebro, I don't know what does.
First rule of relic hunting. An old abandoned castle is almost never abandoned.
Anyone else hearing some Yvonne Etniage? Anyone else feel compelled to join the Navy? It's me!
Do you think the vampires joined Hydra, or was it
As played by Dave Bautista.
Which reminds me. Dear Hydra Bob, are you a vampire? Love Deadpool.
Proceed with caution.
No time to dilly-dally. Of course. Well, guess what, everybody?
Dude. His guns are revolvers in this outfit.
Okay.
Turned Hydra soldiers can inflict bleeding with their attacks. Turned Hydra soldiers may become vampire minions when they are KO'd. No wonder Blade hates these guys so much. They really do not die. Hold on, free hero combo. It's the greatest day of my life.
Kinda dark, huh?
How didn't you see the hunter though? You gotta wonder about that. Like, I get how Deadpool snuck up on him, but the hunter was just standing there.
Welcome to my family home. Destroyed by your allies as they tried in vain to destroy my grandfather.
And that would be Red Skull, I gather? From the, you know, redness of the skull behind you?
Bro, careful, careful. There's vampires everywhere.
Careful.
It's open season on all suckheads.
Please, it's been a rough couple of years. And I love you for who you are.
A great man, my grandfather. A brilliant man. I worshipped him once.
Just once? Must not have been that great.
More to our right.
But at last, I have a new master. A worthy one. And when the ritual is complete and the Magna Core ego is awakened, we...
She's got great ventilation on this suit.
Rude. Oh, is that my bad? Hold that thought. Oh, good. Hydra Bob's not a vampire. What were you saying about the mango gazebo?
Enough blasphemy. End them now.
Can you imagine getting killed by somebody dressed as a cowboy? You know what's crazy to think, though? I guess if you were alive during the Old West, you could have just been killed by a cowboy in the first place. You wouldn't even realize that, like, 200 years later, people would be like, how embarrassing is that? Okay, we're going to have to finish her. That's fine. I'll try. Forceful knockback. Well, the play that I would make here, then, let's move... there's no way I'm moving Blade, like, behind her. That's not likely. We need her to move. Unless I could just kick her into the wall. It's not that much damage, honestly. I'm a little surprised. I still think we should. Just because it then puts Deadpool in the Holy Burst range. But I think, like... I mean, it's over.
That's a neat trick. That's a neat trick.
You mentioned that part. Okay, drop the Holy Burst on him. She's now become marked. Of course.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
I heard a line like that once, centuries ago. Well, I'm not going to waste a turn pushing ya. Tell you what I might do is just take Blade, move him over a little. Use some heroism to kick this at you. I'm amazed that you're not... Oh, you know why you're not going to get hit? Because of your resist. No? Because I threaded the needle. I do love the end of every like mission with a boss where the heroes just get together and beat the you-know-what out of them. Like, when there's a lot of minions on the board, the situation, you know, it looks a little bit more tense. But when there's just, like, it's just punished Venom on the board and everybody's just like... One vampire.
They seem pretty mad, so I guess we're doing okay.
We don't need to generate heroism, but spread the love is not good yet. How many times do we need to teach you this lesson, old man? Steak. That's what we need. Smoking a pancake. That's like the only good card in Blade's deck. I've really got to figure out what's going on with this guy.
Haven't lost interest yet.
You have 126 HP. A boom headshot ends your life.
Another Hydra operation for...
But now I'm... What? Now I gotta take this vampire home? Like when you take a water bottle on an airplane and now I've gotta babysit this water bottle for the rest of the flight? What am I supposed to do with this guy?
Arrogant mortals! The Magna Core ego is eternal. Its darkness shall spread across the lands until the world is cloaked in endless night.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm evil. Something, something. World domination. Blah, blah. Going to destroy you. Prepare yourselves. Something. Ah, screw it.
You shall bear witness to the
One shot.
ascension of...
Click.
What?
I need that card. That does 777 damage.
You monster!
That's a little on the nose, don't you think, Cindy?
Phase 3?
Whoa! Cindy smart cannot be good for the old Lungaroos.
Caretaker, are you tracking this?
Affirmative. Hold on. We're getting you out of there.
Farewell, my friend.
Yeah, okay, about that.
No, no, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, okay, listen, that's Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds. There's no way I'm getting away with playing that one on stream. Holy cow. I'm hearing it though. I'm having a nice Breakfast Club moment right now. Holy cow. That you almost got. You're lucky I'm familiar, because this is the song they play when the Canucks score goals. I haven't heard it very much this year, but... I'm very familiar with the opening few bars and the hey, 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 hey. Excuse me. Bram Stoker's Dracula from Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula's in this game?
Yes, master.
Dude, can I say, I know that it's not necessarily everybody's cup of tea, but I love that they put a post-credits sting into the game itself. It's like a meta tip of the cap. Okay, hold on. Join a hangout. What would she like to do the most? I don't think she really wants to lounge around the pool. I think she would love to do some working out, is my guess. And now you have Deadpool, yeah!
You really are.
And then I'm not worried about it. Like, listen, I got my own routine. I do 5-3-1, okay? I don't need you to tell me about how the way to build tone is to do 1 pound sets for 1,000 reps. Come on. Did she dislike the activity? Holy cow, she hates me? I didn't want to take her to the swimming pool just in case she thought like, oh, he just wants to see me in a bikini or something like that. I didn't want her to think like I'm one of those guys. Even though I am wearing a shirt that says, I'm gonna make you my witch.
Don't insult the soup. Well, everything is out in the open now. I'm fully exposed.
Are you not worried about any repercussions from this Doctor of Doom?
If I think about it too hard, yeah. But lucky for me, this dome piece is empty. There's so much free real estate up here.
He's full of references.
With him in the first place?
Haven't you listened to anything I've said? Money.
The job
You
sounded
knew he was
risky.
dangerous. Was the job worth it?
Yeah, you can't make an omelet without strangling a few chickens. Besides,
Oh, the quippery.
a win-win situation, if you ask me.
Everybody wants to be a bit funny.
Happy with the outcome.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm putting Merc stuff on the back burner.
the
No
comedy.
freelancing. Just gonna work
Everybody
pro
wants
bono
to
for the
be
Midnight Suns.
a little bit
Did
funny.
you know pro bono doesn't mean what I thought it did?
I cannot speak for the rest of the team, but it
We
would
gotta
be nice to
worship
have
it a
the
little
extra
bit.
help.
Every single hero wants to
With the
be
Magna Carrigo back
a bit
there
funny.
bought me
There you
brownie
go.
points for
Something
the
like
goody
that.
two-shoes around here.
I was not expecting you to destroy it.
What? Mr. Questionable Morals can't have a change of heart?
I am pleasantly surprised.
I choose to take that as a compliment.
Do you want to play some video games?
What is next for Deadpool?
I've got an exclusive contract with the Midnight Suns.
Good.
I have always considered you part of
Since
the team.
4 hours ago, I have always considered you part of the
The
team.
merrier. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go make my presence known.
How will you be doing that?
Fireworks, balloons, gunshots. The huge.
You can make fun of me all you want. He's part of the squad now.
Hold on, I'm waiting to see if anyone else comes to praise me for my righteous act.
I told you he's Olaf, man. The wind blows a little bit colder, and you all look a little bit older. Emo Kids meeting invitation, I temporarily decline. Okay, let's do our maintenance here. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this segment. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I'm going to send you over to my wife's stream. Show her some support after basically me saying, sorry, I'm going to be 80 minutes late today. Hope you've enjoyed your time here today, and I'll see you at the normal time tomorrow. TGIF. Thanks for your support on Midnight Suns as well. Without you, I'd probably still be stuck in Act 1. Anyway, see ya. Little aerial mist for you. Look at this mist. Isn't it neat? Doesn't it make your uninstallation complete? Don't I look like the Pog who has everything? Sorry. What is it called? Javelin tackle. I want to yeet where the streamers are. I want to dolphin dive into tackle. Popping my ult when you do your, what is it called? Atomic punchline. Sorry. So, but I can't stop. I'm not gonna, just because I said sorry doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. Up where they pog, up where they stun, up where they spam mist all day for their fun. Wish I could